What's up, guys? Today we're going to be looking at the F8F 1B Bearcat. It is at 6.3, which means it does have the ability to see jets, and for that reason, I don't necessarily like playing this battle rating, just because I don't like playing any battle rating where you have planes that can fight other planes that have a significant advantage over you. That includes like 8.3, where you have planes that have no missiles, no flares, nothing, and you're fighting planes with missiles. Same thing here. This plane on the deck at a 0 degree angle has maybe the ability to get around 500 kilometers an hour maximum if you're lucky, and you're fighting jets that can just pull 700 miles or kilometers an hour, no problem. So really it gets to the point where the jets get to choose if they want to engage you, and you're just being on the defensive the whole time. But I wouldn't want it with any other plane besides this one, because it does hold its own pretty well. I have two games for you, one in Spain, the other one I do not remember. Let me check real quick. The second one is in Mysterious Valley. Let's get into it. The first match we're going to be looking at here is in Spain. As you can see, we are at an up tier facing jets, and that is one of the problems I do have with the 6.3 propeller aircraft, is that when you're facing jets, you're just putting yourself directly in a disadvantage, which isn't fun, because obviously you're not going to be able to outperform any of these aircraft. They're simply faster than you. They can choose when you want to fight. So I don't know why some people like to play 6.3. The super props, you're just putting yourself at a direct disadvantage. You can't even choose when you get to fight these guys. So I don't know. Although I did have a lot of fun playing this aircraft, but facing the Su-11, for example, when they just take off into the distance, it's not too fun. Let's speed this up a little bit before we get into a engagement here. As you can see, there's a couple planes in the distance that I'm gonna head my aircraft towards. A lot of Ta 152s. We'll see what we can do here. I see an engagement down here with another Bearcat. I decide that I'm going to go down to try and engage this guy. I have lost the visual on him. There he is. And as you can see, now we're in an actual dogfight. I decide to reverse him, get a couple hits. Boom, done, destroyed. The next thing, LA9, I see is going down. I'm like, okay, whatever. Time to engage the next target, which it happens to be this ME-262. Let's see if we can go back on that. Okay, never mind. I could not figure out how to rewind. Not used to the whole replay thing. But basically what happened is the ME-262 came in behind me. I saw him coming in. I kind of dodged his shots. He pulls out in front of me, and I get a shot off on him. Obviously, he's able to pull away. It's a jet. Like I said before, you're at a disadvantage. He's just going to fuck off into the distance. But I do get the assist for this because my allies are able to clean him up. As you can see, he falls into the, into the dirt. I get the assist. And now we're chasing the 2288. He gets killed, and all that's left are two HE-162s. I am able to pick up one of them. I can't remember which one it is in this scenario, but I think it's gonna be this guy right here, Hazy Skittles, because the other one decides to go back to base. Actually, Hazy Skittles is the one that goes back to base. This guy, he's obviously in a bad situation here. He has three planes on him. He doesn't know what to do. He did not fly his plane nearly as well as he should have. I'm able to get some 20 mils onto him. My bad aim restricts me from killing him right away. But eventually, I do end up making a shot somehow. And he's gone. Dead. And the last guy I see is at his airfield. Obviously, I don't want to get into the stream of AA at the base, so I decide that I'm going to use this valley here, Top Gun style. Um, that doesn't necessarily work out. My plan here was that I knew that he would be coming off the runway. As you can see him here, I knew he'd be either coming off the runway or near the runway, so I decided that I'm going to use this valley to get as close as physically possible without getting shot by AA. Now I see him here, and I'm like, okay, this now is my chance to just pull up, stay low to the ground, stay away from this AA, maybe use a tree as his cover, and he's right there. So I'm like, all right, bet. I'm in range for my 20 mils. I'm going to start blasting away. I miss all my shots because he's probably a little bit too far away, a little too fast for me. And I can't pull enough AOA to get to him because my flaps are completely fucked. And I end up getting torn apart by the base AA and hitting the ground. Other than that, we do end up winning this game. Now let's make our way into the next replay. Forgive me, I do not know the name of this map. I did not check before clicking on the recording. But again, as you can see, another jet match. So we are in an up tier. But let's see what we can do here. I do end up getting 3 kills this game. I played this yesterday, so I do not entirely recall the details of this match. But, of course, it starts off with me coming off the runway and making our way to the battlefield. So we'll skip through this part. Alright, so we have contact with our first few fighters here. An Su-11, a couple attackers, a Spitfire, and of course the Tau 152, and that Yak-15 down there. Another one over here. We're going to see if we can get some shots in this Su-11 here. And, of course, he's going way too fast. He ends up just pulling away and fucking off into the distance. I can't do anything about that. I throw some helpless 20 mils down to his direction, and I don't hit anything. I obviously disengage because there's no possible way I'm going to be able to end up fighting him unless he chooses to fight me. But that doesn't end up happening. So my next victim is going to be this attacker that is about to kill my friendly over here in the A2D. I ended up just pulling down, trying not to overspeed or anything. And I get into range. He's going pretty fast. He ends up pulling up. I do not know why, but it makes it very easy for me to get some shots directly onto his cockpit. And he ends up eating my 20 mils. If I can get the shots on correctly, there you go. Take off his wing, and he's gone. Now, I'm taking a look on this giant furball over here, and I realize that I do not have enough speed to climb up over there and still have enough speed left to actually engage any of these guys. So I'm going to see if I can catch up to this Yak-15 over here. Now, then I realize that I'm probably not going to catch the Yak-15 because he's probably heading back to base. And so I end up climbing over here just to see if I can get enough height to be able to engage some of these guys over here. Now, they're pulling pretty low, so I'm like, okay, bet. I turn my plane around, and I start making my way over there. Now, I finally made it. It's a 2v3. I don't think I have I'm trying to save this guy. I'm looking for the best option here. The Yak-15 seems to be the best option. He ends up eating, the Yak-15's bullets, but I end up taking him out anyways. And now there's an attacker on my 6, and I'm looking for the Tau 152. I see that he's been killed, so I'm like, okay, we should be fine. Now I pull up so the attacker's slow enough to eat the P-51's bullets. He does, and I end up thanking my ally. Obviously got pretty lucky there that the P-51 was a competent player, which he was. Now here's the problem. Now I'm stuck here with an Su-11, 2 Su-11s alive, and I have literally no idea how to engage these guys because obviously fast jet, pretty slow propeller plane. So I don't know what to do here, so I end up just climbing. So I pretty much just climb, try to engage this Su-11 as best as possible. Obviously he ends up just pulling away. There's really nothing I can do about that. The only chance I have is if he chooses to fight me first. See, try to get some shots, miss, whatever. Then I see that they're now engaging two of the P51s, and I realize, well, maybe I have a shot here because now they're busy. I go for the head-on. I actually get the kill, but I end up eating the Su-11's bullets as well, and now I have no wings. But easy 3 kills. Only one Su-11 left to the entire allied team, pretty much half the team. So I realize this game is pretty much won. I might as well take the extra kill. I J out, and that'll be the end of me. And that's pretty much all for the Bearcat. Make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know which plane you want to see me play next. And I'll see you next time. Peace.